Hello and warm welcome to 8 on Play On, our weekly sports bulletin from the northeastern part of the country. I am Prarthana Hajorika. Well, in this edition of the sports bulletin, we have a series of exciting sporting activities from all over the northeast lined up for your special viewing. But before moving ahead, let's take a quick look at the top stories. A sprinter from Assam wins 2 gold medals in the international circuit within a span of 2 weeks in what can be safely described as one of the rarest of rare achievements in recent years by an Indian athlete. Manipur star weightlifter Mirabai Chanu leads the charge for the Indian medal rush by winning gold in the opening day of the Commonwealth Weightlifting Championships in Samoa. The second BFI Elite Men's East Zone Boxing Championship 2019 was held in Shillong last week, while Assam claimed the highest number of wins in the finals, walking away with 4 gold medals. Meghalaya performed credibly well, earning 2 golds and Sikkim winning 1 medal. Welcome back. Well, those were the top stories. But first, let's begin with another big story that has left every one of us proud in this northeastern part of the country. If one thinks of the magnitude of the success story, it can be safely described as one of the rarest of rare achievements. Well, we are talking of the sprint queen from Assam, Hima Das, who has been struggling with a back injury just a few months back. And what a thunderous comeback it has been for this young girl. Within a week, the Dhing Express came out victorious by winning 2 gold medals within a span of just 7 days. First, she got the gold medal by winning the 200-meter gold at the Poznan Athletics Grand Prix in Poland, and then followed it up with another gold medal in Kutno Athletics meet in Poland on Sunday. Here is a compilation from our sports bureau in the Northeast. Take a look.
Sprint queen from Assam, Hima Das, who had been struggling with a back injury, came out victorious yet again by winning 200-meter gold at the Poznan Athletics Grand Prix in Poland. The Dhing Express, whose personal best is 23.10 seconds, clocked 23.65 seconds, while South African sprinter Thamzin Thomas emerged second by clocking 23.71. Another Indian sprinter, VK Vismaya, stood third by clocking 23.75 seconds. The 19-year-old won her first gold medal in the 400-meter final at the IAAF World Under-20 Championships 2018, held in Tampere, Finland. Clocking 51.46 seconds, her victory also gave India its first ever international gold in a track event. Hima also holds the current Indian national record in the 400-meter category with a timing of 50.79 seconds that she achieved at the 2018 Asian Games in Jakarta. At the same event, Hima, along with Vismaya and other teammates MR Puvamma and Sarita Gaikwad, won the gold in the 4x400 meter relay, clocking 3 minutes and 28.72 seconds. Hailing from Dhing, a small village in Assam, Hima initially wanted to pursue a career in football, but wasn't able to because of the lack of prospects in women's football. She later chose to become a sprint runner after consulting a teacher at school. In October 2018, Hima was conferred with the Arjuna Award by President Ramnath Kovind for her excellence in sports. She was also appointed as UNICEF India's first ever youth ambassador for sports in November that year. She is also the sports ambassador for the state of Assam.
Ace Indian sprinter Hima Das from Assam has proved that when there's a will, there's always a way. Has yet proved her with another gold medal at the Kutno Athletics Championships in Poland. In spite of a back problem, she clinched the gold medal at a record of 23.97 seconds. Hima won her second international gold in women's 200 meter with a top finish at the Kutno Athletics meet in Poland last Sunday. Touted as a strong prospect for India to finally end the medal drought in athletics at the Tokyo Olympics, Hima Das is currently the toast of the nation for winning back-to-back races in the first week of July. Here's a compilation from our sports bureau in DD Northeast.
Star Indian sprinter Hima Das won her second international gold in women's 200 meter with a top finish at the Kutno Athletics meet in Poland on Sunday. Hima, who has been struggling with a back problem for the past few months, clocked 23.97 seconds to clinch the gold, while VK Vismaya bagged the silver in 24.06 seconds. This was Hima's second competitive 200-meter race of the year. She has a personal best of 23.10 seconds, which she clocked last year. In the first competitive 200-meter race of the year, the Assam runner has clocked 23.65 seconds on her way to gold in the Poznan Athletics Grand Prix, also in Poland, on Tuesday. Vismaya had finished third in the meet with a personal best of 23.75 seconds. Hima is the reigning world junior champion and national record holder in 400 meters. National record holder Muhammad Anas also won the gold in men's 200 meter at Kutno Athletics meet in Poland on Sunday. Muhammad Anas won the gold with a time of 21.18 seconds.
Well, Manson went fast straight out of the gate. The Australian's gone with her as well. And Das at the moment has got a lot to do as they come down towards the home straight. The American champion, Taylor Manson, running the race of her life at the moment. But here comes Hima Das. The Indian is surging. She can see the line. She can see history. India's never won any medal in a track event. But
another big story. Manipur star weightlifter Mirabai Chanu led the charge for the Indian medal rush by winning gold on the opening day of the Commonwealth Weightlifting Championship. The 2019 Commonwealth Senior, Junior and Youth Weightlifting Championships is being held at Apia in Samoa from 5th of July to the 15th of July. In the opening round, the former world champion Mirabai Chanu led the country in the senior women's 49 kg event to win the gold medal in the Olympic qualifying event. The qualification process for the 2020 Olympics is based on the performances of the weightlifters in 6 events over a period of 18 months, out of which the 4 best results logged by a lifter will be considered. We have this compilation from our producer L. Aruna Chanu from DD Guwahati.
Mirabai Chanu led the Indian medal rush by winning gold on the opening day of the Commonwealth Weightlifting Championships. The 2019 Commonwealth Senior, Junior and Youth Weightlifting Championships is being held at Apia in Samoa from July 5 to July 15. In the opening round, former world champion Mirabai Chanu led the Indian medal rush in the senior women's 49 kg event to win the gold medal in the Olympic qualifying event. Former world champion Mirabai Chanu lifted a total of 191 kilograms to win a gold medal at the Commonwealth Weightlifting Championship in Samoa. The opening day of the Commonwealth Weightlifting Championship in Samoa proved to be a golden day as India clinched a total of 13 medals, comprising 8 gold, 3 silver and 2 bronze. Mirabai lifted a total of 191 kilograms, 84 plus 107, in the senior women's 49 kilogram event to win the gold medal in the Olympic qualifying event, the points from which will come in handy for the final rankings of the 2020 Tokyo Olympics. Mirabai last took part at the Asian Championship in Ningbo, China in April, where she lifted 199 kilograms, 86 plus 113, to miss out on a medal by a whisker. The qualification process for the 2020 Olympics is based on the performances of the weightlifters in 6 events over a period of 18 months, out of which the 4 best results logged by a weightlifter will be considered. Former world champion and Commonwealth Games gold medalist Mirabai Chanu was on a break for almost 4 months due to severe lower back injury. Now fully recovered, she has a set target for 2020 Tokyo Olympics. Soroik Haibam Bindya Rani Devi won the gold in the senior women's 55 kg, while Matsa Santoshi got the silver. In the senior men's 55 kg, Rishikanta Singh grabbed the gold with a total lift of 235 kg. Bindya Rani lifted 78 kg in snatch to bag the silver medal. Her effort of 105 kg fetched her a gold medal in clean and jerk as well as the overall gold. Santoshi stood first in snatch with a lift of 80 kg but could only manage 102 kg in clean and jerk, taking her total to 182 kg. Bornali Bora and Rekhamoni Gogoi brought laurels to the state of Assam as they bagged a gold and a silver respectively. Bora bagged gold in the 45 kg junior category, while Gogoi secured the silver medal in the 40 kg youth category.
Summer boxing news. The second BFI Elite Men's East Zone Boxing Championship 2019 was held in Shillong last week. 24 pugilists from the East Zone, including Meghalaya, Assam, Sikkim and West Bengal, took part in the two-day championships. The event, organized by the Meghalaya Boxing Association, was held as part of a run-up to the forthcoming national selection trials that will involve boxers from 8 different zones of the country presently registered under the Boxing Federation of India. While Assam claimed the highest number of wins in the finals, walking away with 4 gold medals, Meghalaya performed really well, getting 2 gold medals and Sikkim winning 1. The championship was organized with the primary objective of acquiring potential talent from the East Zone, keeping in mind the upcoming 2022 National Games. We have more on this in our report from our sports producer, Nicholas Jeffrey Nongclaw.
The second BFI Elite Men's East Zone Boxing Championship 2019 was held at the Utirot Singh's Indoor Stadium in Shillong in the form of a 2-day event from July 3rd to the 4th. Organized by the Meghalaya Boxing Association in collaboration with New Era SS and CC, the championship witnessed the participation of 24 boxers from the East Zone, including Meghalaya, Assam, Sikkim and West Bengal. The event was held as part of a run-up to forthcoming national selection trials that will involve boxers from 8 different zones of the country presently registered under the Boxing Federation of India. Boxers from the 4 states competed across 7 weight categories, including light flyweight, flyweight, bantamweight, lightweight, light welterweight, welterweight and middleweight. The championship was organized with the primary objective of acquiring potential talent from the East Zone, keeping in mind the upcoming 2022 National Games. Officials present during the course of the event were Asit Banerjee, Chairman of the Boxing Federation of India, John F. Kharsheing, Vice President of the Boxing Federation of India, K.K. Boro, President of the Assam Amateur Boxing Association, Marin Paul, Secretary of the Nagaland Boxing Association, Peter Lingwi, President of the Meghalaya Boxing Association, Larry Kharpran, Secretary of the Meghalaya Boxing Association, Dinesh Biswa, President of New Era SS and CC, and Navin Thapa, the General Secretary of New Era SS and CC. Assam claimed the highest number of wins in the finals, walking away with 4 gold medals, while Meghalaya earned 2 golds and Sikkim winning 1.
Moving over now to Aizawl, the state where football has almost been a religiously being followed sport. This is in fact a common refrain in the entire northeast, where football has a crazy following. But the growth of the game has been affected due to lack of necessary infrastructure. Things are, however, looking good these days with a series of interventions coming up, especially from FIFA and AFC backed by the AIFF. One such intervention is reaching its fruitful completion in the state of Mizoram. For about 2 years before, it was decided by FIFA that Mizoram FA should have a football training ground for its own, and that the ground should be well equipped with artificial grass that meets FIFA's strict standard. This promise brought joys and smiles to the faces of the football-loving community here in Mizoram. Mizoram being a hilly state, the search for suitable land was a daunting task. But finally, the venue was decided at Sairang village, about 30 kilometers far away from capital Aizawl city. To find out the progress of this ambitious project, we got to find more from this report from our sports producer Vanlanglang Varte from DD Aizawl.
It was August in the year 2015 when Dr. Saiji Prabhakaran, the then South Asia FIFA Regional Development Officer, along with all India Football Federation officials, visited Mizoram, which opened a new chapter in the history of Mizoram Football Association. This team conducted a comprehensive study on the progress made by Mizoram Football Association during the past few years. Dr. Saiji and his team talked to the Chief Minister, the Sports Minister, the Sports Department officials, football coaches and many stakeholders in the football community. Based on their findings and the results attained by Mizoram Football Association during the past 3 or 4 years at the national level competition, they decided that Mizoram FA should receive FIFA's blessing. It may be mentioned that Mizoram has won almost every football competition they have faced at the national level, from junior level to the highest football league, that is I-League. Mizoram also won Santosh Trophy title in 2014, and in the following year, they won the prestigious gold medal at the National Games football competition. While India was preparing to host the first ever FIFA's event in the country, that is FIFA's Under-17 World Cup in 2017, Mission 11 Million was launched by the central government. The football governing body, AIFF, under the guidance of FIFA, left no stone unturned for the success of Under-17 World Cup. As such, FIFA pilot project was created and Mizoram FA was included in the project. They decided that Mizoram Football Association should have a football training ground for its own, and that the ground should be equipped with artificial grass that meets FIFA's strict standard. This promise brought joys and smile to the faces of the football-loving community here in Mizoram. Mizoram being a hilly state, the search for suitable land was a daunting task, but finally they found one at Sairang village, about 30 kilometers far from the capital, Aizawl city. Ground preparation started off with eagerness to have one of the best football ground in the country. Huge volume of soils dug up and lots of rocks excavated. With the financial backing of the state government, the ground is now finally ready for laying the artificial grass. The FIFA development project is carried out by the FIFA-approved contractor, who are bringing huge amount of materials from abroad, grass and rubber granules from the Netherlands. The ground is expected to be ready by October this year. The Mizoram FA thanks FIFA and AIFF for the blessings, which is worth more than 5 crores. Mr. Lalthan Zara, the state FA president, said that the FIFA blessing is a result of hard work rendered by all the football community, not only the Football Association.
Well, moving to a stocky from Sikkim, Sikkim Strength Lifting Association, which is also known as SSLA, these days have been working on war footing to organize the first edition of the Eastern India Strength Lifting and Inclined Bench Press Championships successfully. Talking to DD Sports in Gangtok, SSLA Chief Coach Pema Dorzi Bhutia said that it is an honor for Sikkim for the state to host the first ever Eastern India Strength Lifting and Incline Bench Press Championships in the state. He said that the association has been working hard for the grand success of the championship. The championship has different weight categories in senior men and women and masters men, as Sikkim gets all set to host the first edition of the Eastern India Strength G and Incline Bench Press Championships 2019 from July 12 to 14 at Sikkim Government College, Gazing Auditorium in West Sikkim. Around 250 athletes along with officials from 8 states will participate in the 3-day championship. We have this report from our sports producer Shakti Paul in DD Gangtok.
Sikkim is all set to host the first edition of Eastern India Strength Lifting and Incline Bench Press Championship 2019 from July 12 to 14 at Sikkim Government College, Gazing Auditorium in West Sikkim. Around 250 athletes, along with officials from 8 states, will participate in the 3-day championship. Sikkim Strength Lifting Association (SSLA) has been working on a war footing to organize the first edition of the Eastern India Strength Lifting and Incline Bench Press Championship successfully. Talking to DD Sports, SSLA Chief Coach Pema Dorji Bhutia said that it is an honor for Sikkim to host the first ever Eastern India Strength Lifting and Incline Bench Press Championship in the state. He said that the state association has been working hard for the grand success of the championship. The championship has different weight categories in senior men and women and masters men.
सिक्किम में ईस्टर्न इंडिया स्टैंड लिफ्टिंग चैंपियनशिप हो रहा है और जुलाई 12 तारीख से लेकर 14 तारीख तक। तो हम बहुत खुश भी हूँ। सिक्किम में ये स्टैंड लिफ्टिंग नेशनल लेवल चैंपियनशिप हो रहा है। इसमें टोटल 8 स्टेट आ रहा है। स्टेट मणिपुर, अरुणाचल, त्रिपुरा, असम, मेघालय, वेस्ट बंगाल, बिहार, झारखंड और सिक्किम करके टोटल हम 9 स्टेट पार्टिसिपेट कर रहा है। ये सिक्किम के लिए गर्व की बात भी है। ये होने जा रहा है गेजिंग वेस्ट सिक्किम और जो गेजिंग गवर्नमेंट कॉलेज में हो रहा है, तो उसके लिए मैं सबको वेलकम करना चाहता हूँ।
The participating states are Manipur, Arunachal Pradesh, Meghalaya, Tripura, Assam, Jharkhand, West Bengal and host Sikkim. A team of more than 50 members of SSLA will represent Sikkim in the championship. The chief coach expressed his immense happiness on the participation of more than 20 women lifters from Sikkim in this championship. He stated that the main objective to organize such a prestigious and big event in West Sikkim was to promote strength lifting in the rural parts and encourage and motivate talented and potential lifters from the different corners of the state. It may be mentioned that a 20-member team from Sikkim Strength Lifting Association had brought laurels for the state by winning 16 medals at the 28th National Strength Lifting and IBP Championship held at Lovely Professional University, Punjab from March 28 to 31. Chief Coach Pema D. Bhutia said Strength lifting is an iron game of India and is now a popular sport all over the world. He said that girls in Sikkim started their career in sports through strength lifting. He thanked SSLA for the support throughout and urged the association to conduct an East Zone Championship in the days to come.
आज मैं बहुत खुश हूँ। सिक्किम में स्ट्रेंथ लिफ्टिंग एकदम पॉपुलर बन गया। सिक्किम में 200 से अबव ज़्यादा ये जो स्ट्रेंथ लिफ्टिंग प्लेयर्स लोग हैं। जब मैंने जो ऐसे जो बच्चे लोग को ट्रेनिंग दे रहा था तो मेरा मन में ये सोचा जो हमारा जो सराउंडिंग जो कैपिटल में और मार्केट में मतलब वहाँ पर तो गवर्नमेंट जिम है, प्राइवेट जिम है और बहुत सारा जिम है। तो मेरा मन में ये सोचा एक गांव की तरफ, मैं भी एक गांव से आया हूँ, तो मेरा मन में सोचा हमारा अपना गांव की तरफ भी एक जिम खोल के जो बच्चे लोग को बहुत ये जिम में फिटनेस में बहुत इंटरेस्टिंग है।
Well, with this, we come to the end of this edition of the Northeast Sports Bulletin 8 on Play On. Thanks for joining us. We will be back next week on the same day and on the same time for another edition of the program. Till we meet again, stay healthy, stay sporty. Thank you for watching.